Hi, and welcome to the Unlimited Detroit video page. I'm Steve Gary, and today we're going to watch the 1965 Indiana Governor's Cup, which was also won by Chuck Thompson and the Tahoe Miss. So let's go right to Madison and the race.
Okay, here we are, 1965 Indiana Governor's Cup, September 5th, Madison, Indiana. And the first boat on the course is the Tommy-Ann, a brand new boat, homemade by driver Joe Taggart, making his return after an 11-year absence. He's former driver of the Slow-Mo 4, Gold Cup champion.
And the exhaust went like a Chris-Craft through the transom. They didn't come out the side. When it went down the straightaway, you couldn't even hear it. All you could hear was the whine of the supercharger until it got past you, because the exhaust was on the transom. It was a cool boat.
Here's the start of Heat 1A with the Miss Smirnoff, Savers Mist, Such Crust 4 with Ed O'Halloran, and Miss Lapeer with Warner Gardner. Now the Lapeer was the former Miss Spokane that Jim Harrington bought out west and brought it back east. You'll see in just a minute they put the Mariner type cowling and fin on it and didn't paint it yet. Spokane always looked like a nice sleek little boat to me.
Yeah, it looked small.
Yeah, they put that big fin on it and made it look big.
Yeah.
The Miss Smirnoff, towards the end of the season, was one of the fastest boat on the course. He won Heat 1A very easily. 1B as the Miss Bardall, the Gales Rooster Tail with Jerry Shaina, the Blue Chip with Fred Alter, and the Savers Probe with Red Loomis. And of course the Bardall, who was running for the national championship, took this heat pretty easily. There's Jerry, and there comes Freddie Alter in the Blue Chip, and Loomis in the Probe. Former Miss Burien, Tempest, Rooster Tail, Michelob. And Chuck Thompson comes around for Heat 1C in the Tahoe Miss, followed by the Notre Dame, the Budweiser, and the Miss Madison with Buddy Byers. Once again, the Notre Dame and Miss Budweiser battling for second place here as the Tahoe takes the heat. Well, Buddy Byers, I wish he'd had a longer career. He was a good driver.
He was. Drove the limited Miss DeSoto, Chrysler Queen. Had some good boats.
Okay, here's the start of Heat 2A, I believe. Oh, there goes Bill Cantrell in the Smirnoff. It threw him right out, right over the cockpit of the Miss Budweiser, who was coming up on his inside, and he busted the Budweiser's windshield as he went by. And the boat's all shut down on the course. Smirnoff rolling around on its dead man's throttle. Here's in slow motion, same action. Now the Budweiser's coming up on the other side. He noses it in. Up she goes, and out comes Wild Bill. And then comes Chuck Hickling with the busted windshield.
Smirnoff just went around and around and around in circles till it finally ended up on the Kentucky side, downriver, about a mile. It was locked to the left, and it drove around and around and around in circles, and finally ended up downriver about a mile.
These are the boats coming up for the rerun of that heat. Heat was stopped, and they had to be rerun. Of course, the Smirnoff was disqualified from the race and for stopping it, and the Gales Rooster Tail didn't finish. I believe the Budweiser withdrew also. There's Such Crust. 5 different drivers drove that boat that year. This is Ed O'Halloran driving it at Madison.
Where did he come from? What was his racing pedigree? He was a limited driver, wasn't he?
Yeah, and
Ed O'Halloran?
he worked at GM. I know that.
Oh, in Detroit?
He was an engineer from General Motors.
Oh, really?
Of some kind. So this is the rerun, of course, of 2A. Miss Bardall was the winner, followed by the Savers Probe and Miss Lapeer, and the Such Crust 4. Boat's getting ready for 2B. The the Tahoe, the Notre Dame, the Madison, the Blue Chip, and the Saber's Mist. Tahoe takes off with the lead, and once again it's the Notre Dame and the Madison battling for second place. Yeah, the other boats that were at this race, Tommy Ann didn't qualify, and the Shoo Shoo, which was the Shirley's first Notre Dame, replaced by the boat that's in this race. But she had the mahogany deck and the blue sides on the boat, and I believe the driver was Jim Miller, and he qualified.
That sounds right, yeah.
But they never started the race. And Thompson wins another one.
Bring it back. They let the Smirnoff on the Kentucky side for the whole race, and then brought it back after the race was over.
Doesn't look any worse for wear.
No, it drove right up on land, and just like they did in Dayton, a bunch of people picked it up and put it back in the water for them.
Well, needless to say, Bill Cantrell was injured, and Danny Foster took over that boat for the rest of the season and went out to Lake Tahoe and won the Ponderosa Trophy with it.
It's a good boat.
Okay, this is the final heat with the Tahoe, the Notre Dame, the Probe, the Mist, and the Miss Bardall. But I believe Bardall jumped the gun at the start, and he led all the way, but he was in last place. So Tahoe missed running second here, but actually he was first. And two Sabre boats go into the first turn together. So the final outcome is Tahoe missed first with 1,200 perfect points, followed by the Miss Bardall at 927 and Notre Dame with 900.